And welcome back to White Claw Wednesday. This is episode 97, and this is a special one because this is an emergency episode recording.
This is an
Because of
emergency episode.
it's not even 10 a.m. and we're cracking open claws and we're on Skype. So yeah, let's do this thing.
All right, dude. Here it goes.
Get open. Let's hear it. There it is. All right.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Ooh, yeah. You know
Oh,
what? Not as
wow.
bad as I thought.
Pretty bad.
But wouldn't you say like hard seltzer would be the premium? Like if you had to pick one alcohol to drink at 9:30 in the morning, would it
True.
be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very true. Yeah, I'm glad it's not beer, that's for sure.
Okay, so Ryan is going to mute me, uh, and he's going to watch the SpiderMan trailer because he hasn't watched it yet. It dropped yesterday, and I'm going to blab for a few minutes while he gets mind blown.
Okay, let me get this going right now.
So I'm just going to do a quick few minutes on the NFL right now.
I love how you're whispering.
I don't know who's gonna. Oh, am I whispering? I guess I am
Mm-hmm.
whispering. Yeah. Okay. Normal voice. Everybody's awake in this household. I can talk normal. Okay. So football. Both LA teams lost this weekend. Both, you know, ugly games, I would say. And Odell Beckham Jr.'s, you know, first game in LA in a Rams uniform, and same with Von Miller, his first game in Rams uniform. They got just handled by the 49ers on Monday Night Football a couple days ago. And, but I don't think it's I actually do think it's a sign. Actually, I take that back. I think it's a sign of I'm a little concerned for an LA team being in the Super Bowl because with it being at SoFi in 2022, I think it'd be really cool to see either the Chargers or the Rams. As much as like I root against the Rams as a Chargers fan, I think it would be great to see either team make it to the Super Bowl and play in the stadium. And also, because I live 5 miles from the stadium, so that would be really cool. I could just take a quick jog over to the area and just see how it's going. But right now, I would say the Patriots are looking real good. It seems like they have now re-entered their greatness phase in a sense. Because they had a lull last season and kind of the beginning of this season, starting 1-3, but now that Coach Belichick has like just got it back going, with Mac Jones, and he's got the run game going, and damn, Mac is low key like playing kind of dirty, like he's got some attitude, like he's grabbing dudes by the ankles and like twisting them and stuff, like when he gets sacked. So he's got that that fire, that winning fire, and also he just seems to be able to just like take abuse in terms of getting yelled at by his coach and shit, which is what Belichick's known for. So yeah, I think the Patriots are back. As much as I was hoping for a little bit of a lull, like maybe more than just one season of not being great, but it seems like they're already back on the track. And I think the the Bucks are also a little shaky, but I don't think it matters because they were shaky at this point in the season last year, and they turned it around. Now, to be fair, last year after they had their bye week, I'm pretty sure they went undefeated after that. But um, this year, they did lose their first game coming off the bye against Washington football team, which is a little concerning in a sense because Washington football team hasn't been what they were last year when they gave the Bucks a run for their money in the wild card playoff. So yeah, right now I don't really think I could say a Super Bowl favorite, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably just stick with the Cardinals just because I think once Kyler Murray comes back, actually, did he play last week? Not even sure, but I know they won with Colt McCoy. So, and I know Kyler's injury isn't that serious, so he should be back soon. But yeah, it's going to be a wild year, and honestly, it's anybody's game at this point. Okay, so now Ryan's done with the trailer.
Gonna be a wild year, man. It's gonna be a wild year.
So you watched it?
I did, yeah. Okay, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be absolutely insane.
Doesn't it look just
It looks
nuts?
epic.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
I loved pretty much any like little teaser of the villains. But it looks like Dr. Octavius is gonna be the main villain from the trailer. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see, right?
Yeah, in a way, it almost seems like he'll be the main villain in the sense of he'll be uh, kind of the villain that is. It seems that he's helping Peter in a way, because it doesn't it look like he's been
It's
captured.
true. Yeah.
It
Well,
looks
there's
like
that scene where he's like
he says his
explaining
name.
his name and they're
Yeah,
all in casual clothes and it's kind of like they're joking around. So I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. Um, but I was really hoping for some, hints towards Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire,
Nothing.
but nothing, dude, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. It's probably just going to be one or two scenes. I wouldn't,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too much.
yeah. I
Like,
really, I don't think I was talking to an extra about this at work, and he was
mhm.
saying that he really hopes that there's no trailer spoiler, and that they don't like because we were talking before the trailer dropped yesterday, and
Mhm.
he's like, yeah, I'd really just like it'd be so cool to go to the movie and then like get the live reaction when they appear if it happens, because that'd be nuts. And dude, I thought of a sick idea
Huh.
yesterday, which would be so cool. Imagine you get all three Spider-Men in the finale of the movie.
Yeah.
You got portals opening up, dimensions, just shit's going crazy. Like I
Yeah.
think the finale is that last shot you see of Doctor Strange. He's like, oh, I can't stop it or I can't control it or whatever
Right.
he says,
Right.
and then like all like the purple beams are like. I feel like that's gonna be like a dimension opening finale where just different universes are just get like portals are just popping up while like the Spider-Man are fighting all the villains. And
Yep.
dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, actually, I would be surprised. It'd be fucking nuts. But imagine if Tom Holland fell through one of the portals like at the end of the movie, and then fucking Toby Spider-Man didn't, and he like stays in the MCU, and then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man like he falls into one another
No
portal,
way,
or maybe or
dude.
maybe like he dies. But imagine if they set it up like at the end of the movie, where they put Tom Holland in like Tom Hardy's Venom
Yeah.
Sony universe,
Oh
and that's
shit.
why they throw him through a portal, and then they keep Toby in the MCU as the new Spider-Man. I
Nice,
mean,
dude. That'd be
I,
sick.
wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah, I doubt they're gonna do that.
But I
But
do
I
think
could see
I
that's
think
where
there's I
the
think there's
Spider-Man
more of a
interest
chance
is.
that they do with Tom Holland. You know, I
What do you
could
mean?
see them
Like,
actually like I could see the thing with Tom Holland actually happening. The Tobey Maguire thing, not really. Just because I think that Sony might want to take the full film rights back.
hey, it could be, man. I don't know. Could be. Yeah, I guess they. I mean, the trilogy's over
Yeah.
at that point, so yeah, maybe Marvel would get a cut of the film. So yeah, hey, it could be. It also could be that that's the entrance of the Spider-Man into the multiverse or whatever. Like that little scene that was, all the purple beams and stuff. Like uh Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are, like we can't do it, we can't do it, and then all of a sudden, the other two Spider-Man come in and save the day. That's kind of what I imagine it could be like
That
too.
that would be sick. What about I just thought maybe instead of just like permanently putting him in the Sony verse, they just kind of do like a combination in a sense where they pretty much establish that he can be in both worlds, or that what if they, dude, holy shit,
Well,
what
you
if
saw you saw where he had the I don't know what it is. It's like the time
yeah, yeah, he had
graphic on
yeah,
his
he had the
suit.
on his
It was like
wrist, yeah.
it was almost like he was controlling it. Like he
Hmm.
was controlling time in a sense.
Yeah,
Like he had
dude,
the
that
time stone.
electricity suit looked really sweet. That black and gold one,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing,
it was
sick.
cool.
And then, dude, Electro's design looks really cool.
Completely different.
Completely
Completely
different
different
from
than what
Amazing
we've seen.
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think about that final fall in the like with MJ? What do you does that remind you of anything?
Yeah, dude, I'm getting flashbacks
Dude,
to
remember when we saw that
Amazing
movie together?
Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
Good time, man. That we were both so mind blown walking out of there.
Yeah, we were.
Like
I
what?
don't think we recovered for weeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that
we,
was
we we
so
talked about it for a while. I
that
remember
was
like every
so
time I saw you, like for like the next week or so, you're just like,
like
I'm not over it, Frank. We're referring to Gwen Stacy's death, Emma Stone in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, by the way.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah.
And that was honestly probably one of the more brutal deaths I've seen in a comic book movie. It was well
Definitely
done, and
was.
that the way like she really like just snapped. Like
Yeah.
you don't even you don't even know if like it's her spine snapping or if it's her head hitting. Like
Hitting
it
the
kind of looks like
yeah.
both. It sort of looks like both at the same time, honestly. And
Yeah.
it was so gnarly, dude.
It was kind of realistic too, you
It
know?
was. It
It's
was
like
very
you're falling
realistic.
down like 10
So fast.
stories.
Yeah.
Like you get, you know, a web on your belly, like
At
there's
the
gonna be
last
some
second.
serious whiplash.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
was.
in that sense, it was realistic. And then
Yeah.
the following like scene, or I guess the continuation of the scene
Yeah.
where Spider-Man goes down and just literally just cries over the body. Man,
Dude, yeah. See, I think that was
it's
some.
hits.
Yeah, it was some really good acting on
Mhm,
Andrew Garfield's part because I think it
absolutely.
was a little bit partly not acting because I'm pretty sure they were still dating at the time because I know they started dating in the first movie and then I'm
That's
pretty
right.
I'm pretty sure they dated, throughout the production of the second one.
Yeah.
So there was probably some real emotion there in terms of like just him imagining if he lost her. So like that was
Dude, I wonder how dating Emma Stone is. I mean, she has literally like the biggest eyes ever,
she does
right?
have the size. Are you? Yeah, she does. I mean that's like her signature. Yeah.
I know, exactly. And it's like you see it in a movie and you're like, whoa. Like, what if you,
Uh,
you saw her eyes every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
you know?
Like you're wondering like does it.
I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just like
No,
serious.
I
Like,
know. Like you're wondering, do the eyes is it the screen that makes them do that? Like does it
right, right,
emphasize it
right.
more, or is it actually that
Do you
like
still get that effect, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. Because that's the cool thing about the camera is that you can fake a lot of stuff. Like John
Yeah.
C. Riley and Will Ferrell, there's like a good half a foot of height between them, but in Step Brothers, you can't even tell like they look the same height in the movies
I
they're in
never
together.
noticed that.
Yeah, yeah. Because Will Ferrell's like 6'4" and John C. Riley's like five
Yeah,
eight.
yeah.
So that's
Well,
just an example. And then Tom Cruise seems like a badass in all his movies. Like he seems just like larger than life, and he's like
yeah.
5'6".
Yeah, that's
I
true.
I
I've
think
heard
the
that.
reason he seems larger than life is just because of the stunts he does and stuff. That's
Right. Camera's always positioned correctly.
Yep. And
Um,
in Fallout, he actually broke his ankle when he was doing that stunt, and he finished the take. Like he ran off past camera, and they used the take in the movie of him breaking his ankle on the jump.
nope, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it's very cool.
Which jump? The
It's the jump
the
when
building
he's
jump?
like, yeah, when he gets up to the window and Simon Pegg's like, "What are you waiting for?" And he's like, "I'm jumping out of a building."
Oh, no way. He
And
actually
he's
broke his
like,
ankle?
"Yeah, yeah," and then he jumped, and then he broke his ankle, yeah, because he actually did the jump. He was on a wire, obviously, but he's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
jumping on a building. Yeah, he broke his ankle,
Dude, that is just
and
God,
he
you
just and
gotta
he
have
just he, and you can see it. He hobbles off camera, and then
yeah,
it
yeah,
cuts to
yeah.
another shot. The hobble is where they kept, yeah,
Dude, you gotta have some serious respect for him. I mean,
yeah,
even
dude.
though
I
he's
mean,
a
he
Scientology
he's a
asshole,
crazy
like
Scientologist, yeah, but
it's
he's still he's impressive,
I
you
mean,
know.
it's phenomenal. Like you do all your own stunts, you're that good at acting. Like
Yeah,
he's freaking good. I
he
mean,
is
it's
good.
ridiculous.
He
You
is
can
good.
put him in any action movie, like
He's
any
really
action
good.
movie,
Yeah.
and he'll make it
Like
better.
even like something like as kind of just Jack Reachers, like even something like
Yeah,
that is
just
really
it's not
enjoyable.
even a. I mean, it's a big name, but it's just like you know exactly what you're gonna get. You know,
Yeah,
it's like it's gonna be a Tom Cruise action movie. You're gonna enjoy it,
exactly.
and he can just keep making those. Like, just keep going, man.
Yeah. I mean, I know he wants to do like a movie in space pretty soon. So,
Oh, well, he did
like,
Oblivion, but I know that wasn't filmed in space,
yeah,
so
I mean, like he actually wants to do like a
like,
movie in space. Like he
like on the
learns these
moon. What does he
like
want to do?
I don't know, but I feel I can see him like studying like to be like I can see him becoming an astronaut,
Yeah,
over like a period of a few years while
yeah.
like working on the movie and prepared for the character, and then going into space as an astronaut with a whole team of like astronaut film crew people and like shooting a Mission Impossible in space.
What the hell are they gonna do, man?
I think I
I
could just
mean,
totally see it.
I can't.
I,
What
I,
what are they gonna film? Like within their
honestly, I don't
their
know,
ship?
but he seems like the kind of guy who's gonna like keep doing this until he can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
seems to like it's
He's not gonna
interesting.
retire early. He's gonna
Yeah,
be
he's
like an
not gonna
old
retire.
action guy.
Yeah, he's gonna still be doing the action movies when he's old like Stallone and stuff.
Yeah. Back to Spider-Man, dude. You know how I've always hated on Spider-Man 2 for having the awkwardness between, Peter and Jane?
Peter, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Far From Home, right?
Yeah, yeah, this new
Yeah,
one.
the
Sorry.
second one. Yeah,
Spider-Man
The
Far
one
From
with Jake
Home.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's gone. I don't
It
know.
is.
I don't want to, jump the gun here, but the trailer looks pretty good.
Yeah,
And the
and you
kiss
want to
they
know,
had, I was like, hmm.
Ryan? You want
But
to
it
know
could
what
be
it
just
is?
editing.
You want to know what
Well,
it
they're
is?
actually dating. Yeah, I
They're actually
know.
dating. I
Yeah.
wasn't even gonna say it's that, but I was just gonna like strictly story. I think they've done a good job with in terms of like first two movies were very much like first movie was just kind of like oh like early high school like
Yeah.
you don't really know who you like you kind of like pick the wrong person sort of thing and that's like shown
Mhm.
with the whole Vulture as the dad and then
Mhm.
the second movie is like okay high school you finally realize who you like but it's going to be awkward until you guys are like open and honest with each other and then at the end of that movie you get the open and honesty she finds out he's Spider-Man. Fast forward, there's no more of that awkwardness because they know everything about each other. So you're seeing more of the real chemistry in the trailer. That's what plus the real dating, actually dating in real life. That also helps.
Well, I hope they kill it, man, because if it's another awkward performance, I don't know. I I
Yeah, dude.
just
I don't think it is gonna be
I don't
because
know if
like
I'm gonna be able to shut up. Like
because
that's all I'm saying.
it's like that's what's cool about also what they've done is that they've made this
Mm,
third one really it seems like to be the big finale in the sense where
yeah.
the first two were pretty grounded I think in that it felt like they were like high school like you're watching like a high school movie where Spider-Man's the main character you know I really think they did a good job at doing that and I
Hmm.
think this movie is going to sort of step away from that now because everybody knows he's Spider-Man and you got villains coming from different universes and it's like the stakes are now high enough to where there's no room for awkwardness it's like there's it's like shit's so serious now that there's only going to be like just great chemistry between the two that's what I
Do you
see.
really think Sony is gonna take back the rights? Do they even have the power to do that?
I think they do because I think the contract they have with Marvel right now to share the character
There's three movies.
is yeah I'm assuming there's a number of movies and I'm assuming it's three
Hmm.
and also I am assuming that there was another deal in there about appearing in other movies and because
Right, right,
he's in
right,
Civil War and he's in
right. Yeah.
Infinity War and Endgame. So I think that was also part of the clause. It was probably like, oh, okay, you get three solo movies and you get him in three movies that aren't his, and because so I'm assuming that's over, and he still is popping as a character as ever, just because of what Marvel did with him and the casting of Tom Holland and all that
But
stuff.
Spider-Man's always been
I mean, he's always been
huge.
popping, but the
Yeah.
fact that they've had three runs of him and
Oh yeah.
we're not tired of him
Yeah.
shows that he's in the level of Batman in terms of you can just keep making shit about him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's
I
why
agree.
I think Sony's going to want him back. And clearly Sony has now taken steps in saying, okay, we're gonna do what DC has started doing, and we're gonna start making solo movies about characters that used to just be like associated with Batman, like Joker and Harley
Mm,
Quinn,
yeah.
and now Sony's like, okay, we're gonna we got the two Venom movies, and now we got Morbius with Jared Leto, so they're clearly like they're just going all in on the character in the sense of like because he's his lore is as rich as Batman, and that you can just keep doing shit for him.
Did you ever watch both the Venom movies? Has the second one come out?
I haven't seen the second one. Yeah, the second one came out on October 1st, so it's probably I'm assuming out of theaters now. I don't know what
Mm.
the theater run is for movies now that COVID's still a thing, and
Right.
because sometimes like back in the old days I'm assuming Venom would still be in theaters at this point, like maybe like one showing a day in like a couple theaters, not a lot. But at this, I don't know if they last longer than a month. But yeah, it came out, and I think I didn't really look at the numbers. I don't know if it did. I wasn't paying much attention to it.
So I haven't even watched the first one. So like
Okay,
what is the character's story arc? Is he like I get that yeah, I mean I get the character. Like you have this like evil like symbiote or whatever it's called,
yeah,
and that is sort of like in your body or it's like fused with you, almost like a parasite type thing.
Exactly that.
Um,
Yeah.
and then you have Tom Hardy, who is, I don't know, trying to be good, but he can't because he's got this thing in him,
Yeah.
and he's like learning how to control it, that type of vibe. But like, is Venom a villain?
In this iteration, not really.
Not really,
Yeah,
right? Okay, that's what I
he's
thought.
an anti-hero in this iteration of the character. And you know what it is? It's actually, now that I'm speaking it out loud, I'm realizing it's pretty cool what they did in that, because you in Spider-Man 3, Eddie Brock kind of he gets the symbiote and he becomes evil and he becomes Venom because
Hmm.
he has Spider-Man who he hates so much. So he has all this hate directed towards Spider-Man, and that's kind of like where the character's based. In that you have Eddie Brock is also like he's a dumb journalist. He's kind of like he's sort of the dumb jock version of Peter Parker, in that
Right,
he
right,
works for a newspaper and he
right.
covers news, but he's like the dumb, idiot buff version of him. And you get that same vibe with Tom Hardy in the first Venom movie, but the only
Hmm.
difference is there's no Spider-Man for him to hate. So he doesn't get any of that evilness. So he's just sort of a dumb, goofy jock who covers the news. And when this company's doing shady shit and he goes to check it out and he, stumbles onto Symbiote because he's an idiot and he becomes Venom, it sort of becomes like a funny buddy movie between an evil symbiote who just wants to eat people and then a dumb jock journalist who's like, oh, no, you can't do that. And he doesn't have like the Spider-Man hate to be like, oh fuck,
I
and then
like
just
that
like,
actually.
yeah. So
I like
I
that. I
think it
think
kind of works.
yeah, I was kind of worried like they're just making a Venom movie out of nothing, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's actually and
I don't know
it's
how
a
long they're going to
movie.
be able to do it though. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
two
it's
movies is a lot.
yeah, two movies is a lot, and they already did Carnage in the second one. So I mean, but I'm assuming that I'm assuming the second one set up more sequels like they always do. Um,
Of course.
and but I think a lot of it is also just on Tom Hardy's performance, because he's uh, he's the kind of actor who's just he's going all in. Doesn't matter what the project is, or
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't matter
He's
if it's
great.
yeah. So and there's a hilarious scene when he hops in a lobster tank in the first one, and he just starts grabbing lobster and just eating it. And apparently,
Really?
yeah, apparently that was just improv by him. Like he just
No way.
they were shooting at this restaurant, and he decided to just hop in to the tank on one seat and just
Oh
start munching
my
on lobster.
God. What the hell, dude? That's
Because it was like
awesome.
because it was when he was like early in Venom, and Venom just wanted to eat everything, so he was like
Yeah.
just consuming anything.
So I've been getting into I don't have much time here, but I've
Oh,
been
it's all
getting
good.
into Apple TV. I've been
Yes.
watching I've been watching pretty much like every big show on Apple TV, dude.
Have you
So
watched
like,
Servant, the M. Night Shyamalan one?
is there? It's a TV show?
Yeah, it has Ron Weasley. It has Rupert Grint in it. And it's created by M. Night Shyamalan, the guy who did
No, I
Sixth
haven't
Sense.
seen that one. I
Yeah, you
haven't
should
seen
check
that
it
one.
out. I've heard it's good. There's two seasons on Apple TV.
So I have seen
I've seen C, of course.
I've seen C, I've
Morning
seen The
Show.
Morning Show, I've
Ted Lasso.
seen Ted Lasso, I've seen Foundations.
Is is that the one with like the kind of the sci-fi one with the
Very sci-fi.
yeah, very sci-fi, and you sort of have you have like the three, is that the one with the three different ages of the ruler? Like
Yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
Sam and I started watching that, but he turned it off. He was like, "I'm not feeling this," and I was kind of like, "Yeah, whatever."
Okay, well, the first episode, like, it's like they're trying to get you into this storyline without giving you too much information. It's just like, I don't really know. Then you
Yeah,
keep
we didn't
going,
make it
you
through the
keep
first
going.
one.
Yeah, you keep going. You're like, okay, I kind of get the vibe and what's going on right now.
Mhm.
But it's really good, honestly. And then I don't know. I guess Apple TV. It's so weird. It's like different than any streaming service. It's like they're so early on, and it's not like they're buying out all these other things to have on there.
Yeah, they
And
just
so
have their own shit.
their main focal point is like their TV shows. But the
Yeah,
problem is there's only like two seasons or one season of
of each
everything.
one. Yeah,
And I mean, I love it, but I love all the shows. And it's so weird. It's like they're trying to create Friday as like Apple TV Plus Day. You know, it's like all the TV shows come out on Friday. Like
Oh, all
every
the
on
episodes drop on
Friday.
Friday. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying? Okay.
yeah. It's
I
so weird. It's
Yeah.
like I feel like they don't even need to say it anymore. It's like anytime you click on a show, it's like new episodes every Friday, new
Yeah,
episodes
that's
every Friday.
interesting. Because it's like you think they would like, change up the dates in terms of which
Right,
series
right.
gets new episodes on which days because they have
Yeah,
multiple series. But yeah, but I think the thing with you seeing like they only have their original series. Like it's not like they're, licensing other content to stream. And I
right.
think that comes from the fact that it's connected to iTunes in that you can buy pretty much any movie or any TV show on their service already.
Yeah, yeah,
So like if you like, for example, like we're lucky enough to have Sam's dad's profile, and he's got a ton of awesome movies.
yeah.
And it's all connected to the Apple.
Prometheus.
Exactly, it's all connected to the Apple TV Plus. So
Yeah.
they sort of don't really need to do that. So they're only focusing on the original series, and I actually kind of like that because it sort of creates a one, you know, oh, you're not like going. Sometimes you go on Netflix and you can't figure out what to watch. But I think with Apple TV Plus, you do have the limited selection kind of helps you to just select things, and you end up watching everything because, like you said, there's only one or two seasons of everything, so you get
And
through
they're
it quick.
all good, you
Yeah,
know?
they're like the
Like
production value is off the charts. I mean, think
like
about how
they're
much
all
money.
good.
Think about how much money Apple has.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else I was watching is The Shrink Next Door with Will Ferrell and
Dude,
Paul Rudd.
I have been wanting to watch that movie. I haven't watched it yet.
It's a TV show.
Wait, it's a show? I thought it was a movie.
It's a
It's
TV
a
show.
show?
It's a show. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna
That's
do it.
Okay, that's nuts, Ryan, because
I know.
I have watched multiple trailers for that shit, and I swear to God, the marketing led me to believe that it was an Apple TV Plus original movie.
Well, the thing with the story is, and I've listened to a podcast on the whole Shrink Next Door, and when I heard they were doing like film on it, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like they're gonna do a movie. Like it's not built for a TV show.
Yeah, both those guys
Um,
are movie stars.
right, that's true. So I don't know. I don't know why they chose to do it. I guess it's like the story is not. It's like you're building these two people are building a relationship with one another, you know? And so I feel like they're trying to get more time out of it. And so they're choosing to go the TV
The
show
the
route.
series route.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But I can't imagine that it's more than one season. I can't imagine it.
That's hilarious to me that it's not a movie because I swear that the advertising made it feel like, okay, this is the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought so
really?
too. And I clicked on it and I was like, oh, wow. But it's so fun. And I think it is going to be one season because they open the show with like the climax. Like
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to give much away about the story, but
So they pull the classic start at the end, go back to the beginning. Yeah.
exactly. But
Everything's a classic at this point.
yeah, all the tricks have been done. But yeah, so it's like you see like how it ends, or like at least one big focal point in the story,
Yeah.
and then you basically go back to the beginning and start from scratch.
Is there
So
narration?
no, there's no
Okay,
narration.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I really think when it comes to a show that's about a shrink
yeah.
and like just psychology, I don't think you need narration because you already have an excuse to talk about all your thoughts. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
damn, good.
Yeah, so I mean, Apple TV is killing it, honestly.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch the other one too.
yeah, you should. It's kind of a thriller, psychological series. Yeah,
You should watch C too, man. I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's
See, I
freaking
should.
cool.
The second season with Dave Bautista came out, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. And there was a big battle between
him and Jason Momoa.
exactly.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
epic.
Apparently, there's a bidding war right now between the studios to try to get the rights to do a buddy movie, a buddy comedy between Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista.
That would be
And
sick.
what I love about it is that there's no script or no idea at all. Just
It's
the two
just
of them.
two
The two of
actors.
them have agreed, like, yeah, let's make a buddy comedy together. And now all the studios are trying to buy them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're honestly great, man. They're both like killing it right now,
Oh yeah,
especially
they are.
Jason Momoa. I mean, he's like so busy. I can't even imagine what his schedule is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably squeezes in like 4 a.m. workouts in there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, dude.
Go
Let's
to
end this,
Staples
man.
Beef. Yep. All right. To 4 a.m. workouts.
It's 4 a.m. workouts to 9:30 a.m. White
White
Claw
Claw
Wednesday
Wednesday episode.
episodes.
Cheers.
Cheers up, brother.
Thanks for listening, watching, all that. We love y'all.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace out.
Peace.